a 2017 American biographical drama film directed by Theodore Melfi. It is loosely based on the non-fiction book of the same name written by Margot Lee Shetterly. This movie stars Tara G.P. Henson as Katherine Goebel Johnson, Octavia Spencer as Dorothy Vaughan, Janelle Monáe as Mary Jackson, Kevin Conster as Al Harrison, Kristen Dunst as Vivian Michelle, and Jim Parsons as Paul Stafford. Hidden Figures were released in North America on January 6, 2017. This movie is about three brilliant African women who work at NASA. Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, who serves as the brains behind one of the greatest operations in history, which is the launch of astronaut John Glenn into orbit. Back in 1960, black women are oppressed and had been discriminated. Despite dealing with racial and discrimination at work, the visionary trio crossed all genders and race lines to inspire generations to dream big. Katherine then was assigned to become the first black woman to assist Al Harrison's Space Task Group, given her skills in analytic geometry. This is where the interesting part begins, where the trio had go through so many challenges in working with white people at NASA. What the film do so well was it interpret the truth given towards women and the racial features towards colored people.
Mr. Harrison wants you to confirm launch and landing for the Redstone rocket test.
I cannot work on what I cannot see, Mr. Stafford. It's illegible.
Those numbers have already been confirmed by 2 engineers in this department and myself. This is more or less a dummy check.
This scene shows a bad behavior of the head engineer towards his co-worker. Mr. Stafford's disrespect is considered as unethical and inappropriate behavior, as he handled the files with a disrespect tone without asking appropriately. He even being inconsiderate with Katherine, as he said that those numbers are more like a dummy check. This kind of behavior is hurtful and can cause a lot of stress and pressure towards Katherine. Mr. Stafford's disrespectful attitude will give a negative impact towards NASA's organization, no matter how experienced or efficient he is, as such behavior can badly affect Katherine's mental health, as she had been treated harshly. Mr. Stafford should treat Katherine with full of respect and ask appropriately despite of her skin color. This could foster the productivity of NASA as a whole and increase collaboration and more creative solutions of the Redstone rocket test between Mr. Stafford and Katherine that could also give benefits to the company. By being respectful towards each other, it could also establish a healthy working environment and increase the mutual respect among employees.
How have you been? Everywhere I look, you're not where I need you to be. It's not my imagination. Now, where the hell do you go every day?
To the bathroom, sir.
To the bathroom. To the damn bathroom. For 40 minutes a day? What are you doing there?
We're T-minus 0 here. I put a lot of faith in you.
There's no bathroom for me here.
What do you mean there's no bathroom for you here?
There is no bathroom. There are no colored bathrooms in this building, or any building outside the West Campus, which is half a mile away. Did you know that?
This scene shows a negative setup of an employer towards the employee, as Mr. Al Harrison publicly shaming Katherine as he discrediting and questioned her absence in front of her peers. He also uses an inappropriate word as he asks Katherine impolitely, where the hell do you go every day, without knowing that she had to go half-mile away just to go to the restroom. This kind of behavior will put a lot of pressure towards Katherine, as we can see that after she had been shamed publicly, she burst out into anger and expressed her uncomfort feelings toward her peers, as she had always been treated unfairly and discriminated by her white colleagues due to her skin color. This will somehow cause a decrease in morale and lead to an unhappy working environment. With that being said, Mr. Al Harrison should ask Katherine privately in an appropriate manner before accusing and being mad at her without even knowing her reason. This could avoid a long-term repercussions on the workplace image, as the relationship between the employer and the employees is important in dealing with issues in the workplace. A good relationship will somehow motivate the employee to do better in their job scope.
Yes, Catherine.
So the capsule will spin around the Earth forever because there's nothing to slow it down?
That's right. Slowing it down at precisely the right moment, at precisely the right amount, that's the task. Yes, Catherine.
So it needs to move from an elliptical orbit to parabolic orbit.
Yes.
This scene shows a positive behavior of Catherine, as she was dedicated to her work by putting extra efforts and asking questions during the meeting to make her understand more about the chances of mass, weight, distance and friction to solve the calculation. Not just that, she also interrupts the discussion in an appropriate manner and acceptable way to unleash her curiosity by raising her hand and wait for her turn to ask while Mr. Steffords was explaining. This kind of behavior is beneficial for Catherine to be able to reach her highest potential in order to choose the exact re-entry point and solve the maths. It also keeps individuals focused on important issues and increase the ability to utilize knowledge and creativity in problem solving. Catherine's behavior of being a dedicated worker should be set up as an example, as it could increase the productivity among co-workers. Not just that, her respectfulness helps to promote a positive work culture in which the other employees will feel engaged and motivated to perform at their very best, and at the same time will improve the communication with others. There are a lot of lessons that we can learn from these video experts. One of the important things in workplace setting is to have a full respect towards our co-workers, as it plays a vital role in our work performance. Not just that, professionalism is also not solely based on physical appearance, it also includes our politeness and courteous behavior to other people. In conclusion, we can conclude that embracing cultural competence in professional setting brings workers together to achieve company's goals and outcomes. So that is all from me. Now I will pass the baton to Cik Nur Syafiqah to continue with critical incident 4, 5 and 6.
Excuse me. May I ask where the ladies' room is?
Sorry, I have no idea where your bathroom is.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
From the scene, Miss Catherine asked Miss Ruth nicely where the ladies' restroom was, and Miss Ruth responded to her question about the ladies' restroom by saying, "I have no idea where your bathroom is." It can show that negative work ethics happen in their work area, which is NASA. We need to implement good work ethics in every workplace, which is include respecting others' skin color. No matter the challenges we face, we need to stay poised and diplomatic. Based on the incident, the cause of the disrespectful happened when Mrs. Ruth answered the question by bragging about someone's skin color. It is disrespectful to show hatred and racism towards colleagues, as it reflects the value of a person. This will lead to a lot of problems in the workplace, such as misunderstanding and racism between colleagues. The workers also feel less motivated, as the relationship between each other are not good. To get rid of the problem, the employees need to have respect for each other by stopping talking about sensitive issues, such as racism. Mrs. Ruth should respond politely to Mrs. Catherine's question by not mentioning her skin color. As a result, the workplace will become peaceful and no sensitive issue will be raised.
There you have it. No more colored restrooms. No more white restrooms. Just plain old toilets.
According to the scene, it shows positive work ethics, which is professionalism, as Mr. Al Harrison demolishes the colored ladies' restroom and combines both white and colored at the same restroom. He said, "No more colored restroom, no more white restroom, just a plain old toilet." Professionalism is a specific style of behavior in the workplace and is demonstrated by our behavior in the workplace. It requires several requirements such as a positive attitude, problem solving, and perseverance, and others. From this scene, the problem is the racial segregation among employees. Mr. Al Harrison is a professional leader as he solved the problem by demolishing the colored restroom. As a result, the employee can perform the work effectively and meet the requirements and deadline of the project, as they can use the facilities of the workplace freely without worrying about their skin color types. By demolishing the colored restroom, Mrs. Catherine can work effectively and save time as she does not need to take 40 minutes to go to the bathroom. Hence, we can learn that professionalism in work ethics will bring advantages in the workplace. By implementing professionalism in our life, we can improve a lot of aspects, such as creating respect for ourselves and others, easily achieving expected results, and creating a positive attitude.
She can't attend?
Because she doesn't have clearance, Al.
I cannot do my work effectively if I do not have all of the data and all of the information as soon as it's available. I need to be in that room hearing what you hear.
Pentagon briefings are not for civilians. It requires the highest clearance.
I feel like I'm the best person to present my
not
calculations.
gonna let this
and
go, are you?
No, I am not.
And she is a woman. There is no protocol for a woman
Okay,
attending
I
these
get
meetings.
that part, Paul. But within these walls, who makes the rules?
You, sir, you are the boss. You just have to act like one, sir.
From this scene, it shows positive work ethics when Mrs. Catherine is determined to attend the meeting and asks permission from Mr. Al Harrison to attend, even though she knows the protocol of the meeting. She influenced Mr. Al Harrison about the importance of up-to-date data that was related to the rocket landing coordinates. Every employee needs to have determination in order to complete the task given whenever obstacles and challenges stop you. You need to determine to seek a better and innovation ways to find the answer of the problem that you face. Based on the incident, the cause is the protocol of the meeting, which is no woman attending the meetings. But since Mrs. Catherine needs up-to-date information relating to her task, so she insists to attend the meeting. As a result, her determination pays off as she gets approval from Mr. Al Harrison to attend the meeting and obtain up-to-date data and reliable information related to her work. Hence, we need to have determination in our work ethics, as it will push us ahead no matter how far we have to go. Even though Mrs. Catherine knows the protocol of the meetings, she will not give up and requests to attend the meeting to get reliable information. Thus, she can solve and reach the answer to NASA's problem, which is the specific coordinates of the rocket landing. The lesson learned from the movie, we can conclude that genius is based on a person, not on their color of skin. There are no requirements to become a genius, such as a requirement to be a white person or others. Other than that, we can understand more about professionalism and work ethics in the workplace. Professionalism is important as it is not solely based on physical appearances, but also includes our polite and courteous behavior towards other people. Last but not least, it is important for us to implement good work ethics in the workplace because they will create a positive environment for the workers. It is useful for the future as we have already adapted to the positive ethics in the workplace culture. So, the next generation will continue the good ethics in the workplace. From this, we would definitely implement good ethics in our life so as to create a positive environment and an anti-stressful workplace.